Whoops, sorry about that. I realized my video ran out. We're building our base, which we need to house all of our stuff. We're building our compound now. And we'll be done before the end of the week. And we'll have our crafting stations up. We'll have our transportation. We'll have our farm. All the core dynamics of the game we'll have you opened up with. We'll have infinite food, infinite drink, infinite medical, plenty of inventory space, transportation, additional inventory space, forge, chemistry station, workbench, cement mixers. You'll even have some really nice ability to loot, much better than anyone who's looting right now is. Like I say, you'll surpass whoever's looting right now. If you played on a multiplayer server, you and your buddy, and you and your buddy jumped on the whole, let's get a sledgehammer and go right into POIs. At the end of the week, you're going to be twice as low. And within 1 day of looting, you're going to have more loot than he has. And you're going to have a big giant ass base. And all your crafting stations, and your vehicles and everything else, and your farm. You're going to be like, oh, it's like the rabbit and the turtle. You ever heard the fable of the rabbit and the turtle? You may be the turtle, but at the end of the race, you're going to be the winner. Like I say, and there's minimal risk, you know. Did you hear the footsteps? There's something near us. Always build your wall too high. It's a dog. It's a wolf. Alright. Dinner! Burn, motherfucker. See, they can't get to me, but I can get to them. Now, if there are two of them, that'd be a problem, because they can jump on top of each other. Hey, you're the one that tried to use my campfire as a staircase. That's your problem, not mine, homie. Oh yeah, this is the meat we've been missing. Alright, let's take that meat, these eggs, make some more bacon and eggs. Gonna eat that snowberry. Got some more bones and some more leather out that deal. We needed that. Alright. 1 minute. You gotta be listening. See, I heard the footsteps. I didn't know what it was, but I heard it. I didn't see it, I heard it. I'm prepared. You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking ahead. I got myself a little perch, a little stair beside it. I'm listening. frames. Alright. Let's make 300 more frames. And our food is back up to quota. Be careful when you're on the inside, okay? Because you can miss that corner. See, if I make this block, I'm gonna miss that corner. That's why I usually do my wall from the outside. I upgrade from the outside of the wall, not the inside, so I don't miss my corners. But I don't want my back to everything out there, so I'm on the inside right now. Because usually I have my wall up by now. But the dog attack had perfect timing. Right when the trader closed and right before it turned nighttime, it kind of threw us off. Looks like it was only 3 of them. If there were a 4th one anywhere near us, or a 5th and a 6th, all this banging would have drawn them. I don't want to fast forward through all this stuff because I want you to see the time, okay? I want it to be real. You know, these YouTubers, these professional YouTubers, I can promise you they're using the creative mode to edit their games, okay? When they go in their editing, I've watched meticulously some of these guys. Like the one guy, man, I'm not going to name any names because I'm not trying to compete with some professional YouTuber with a perfect computer and all these editing skills, okay? That's not me. I'm just trying to make a training video to help some people out. To give them some ideas, okay? But so I'm not going to name names, but one of the more popular guys, man, I was studying his video, and it's just like, you know, he said he comes back the next day, and it's like day 8 or something, you know. And he's like, oh, I gained all those levels last night crafting and mining, or mining, if you notice my level change. And I get it. You can, if you craft, you build, if you upgrade your base, you do get a lot of levels really fast. I mean, we're going to do that. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, okay? However, he said he mined, okay? And mining is good experience, but it's not that much experience where you gain 5 levels in one night from mining. Not at this level with these tools, okay? He had like a quality 1 pickaxe, iron pickaxe, which is not that great, okay? And suddenly he had enough cement to upgrade a base that was huge, okay, to concrete, okay. Now you're gonna see we're gonna upgrade to reinforced wood after this, and then we're gonna upgrade to cobblestone, okay. And I want you to pay attention to how much mining we're gonna have to do in real time here in order to get the stone that we need to upgrade this base to cobblestone, okay? And understand that cement is the next upgrade, okay? Concrete. And in order to make cement, it takes way more stone to make cement than it does cobblestone, okay? To make concrete blocks, you need the stone, and you need the sand, and you need the cement, okay? The sand you get from making stone. You turn stone into sand. The cement you get from melting stone. Okay? So you gotta have 3 times more stone to make concrete than you do to make cobblestone. Okay? On top of it, when we have a forge, I want you to pay close attention to how long it takes a forge to melt stone into cement. So in one night, this guy has enough cement, okay, to make concrete mix, to upgrade our base, not only to concrete, but then again to reinforce concrete. So he went from cobblestone to concrete to reinforced concrete. And apparently, he did this by mining up enough stone the night before. Okay? He would, I can tell you right now, he would have to have mined up 100,000 stone in order to upgrade cobblestone to concrete and then to reinforce concrete on the sides of his base. Now, yes, with an auger, you can get 100,000 stone in about 5 minutes. Okay, but he didn't have an auger. He had a he had a quality 1 pickaxe. All right, there's no way in hell in one night he mined up enough stone and melted the stone into cement, and then cooked the cement, the extra stone, and the sand in the cement mixers by morning. It takes 30 to 40 minutes real time, okay, to make that cement that he had, one of those stacks, and he had like 15 or 20 of them. I promise you, he used to create a mode to spawn that shit, and you can see the gap in his time. You can see where it goes. Like right now, I've got 324. You can see where it goes to 325, and then it's like 345. Where was the other 20 game minutes at? The other 20 game minutes is when he edited. He edited out, because that's the 20 minutes, which would be about 3 minutes in real life. Then he went into his creative mode and spawned himself a few thousand concrete blocks. That's what he did. Okay, so it's they're making really good shows. They got really good computers, much better than mine. They got the graphics maxed out. Okay, I'm going to clear all the blocks out of here so I can build. The grass I'm not worried about right now, but the blocks, like the bushes and stuff and rocks, because I'm going to be building in here, and you can't put a block on top of a block. Con is a block. You see what I'm saying? A rock on the ground is a block. Yeah, so he, it's just like, so you mined that massive amount of stone first off, and you did it in what, 30, 40 minutes? Right. Okay, that's lie number 1. Lie number 2 is you then converted it all to cement, and then you convert all the cement into concrete blocks, and you did all that in 30 minutes? So like I say, they make a really good show with their great computers. Okay, no doubt about it. They got their professional YouTubers. Gonna make another stone shovel here, quality 3-1. They got the editing skills. They went to college for that. They learned how to do it. They make really good, fun videos to watch. No doubt about it. My video, I'm sure, is not very fun to watch. Okay, but my video is real. What I've made you here is the real game. Okay, not the edited out game. You saw how long it took me to make that right there. Okay, he had 50 times this in concrete. No, it's not even possible. All right. So now we're going to want to get some more cobblestone. So we're going to go. We've already developed our lead some. So now we're going to go and we're going to develop our iron and coal. So that's how we're going to get some clay. And then we're going to hit up that rock again and get some more stone so we can get our cobblestone cooking. And then while it's cooking, we're going to go and chop some more trees down. Okay? It's still nighttime, although it's fixing to be daytime. So we just want to make sure we don't have anything up on us. Probably have to eat. Yep, let's go ahead and let's eat these 3 things here. Hopefully we won't get dysentery. It's only 12%. But if we do, like I say, it goes away on its own in just like 5-10 minutes. Cool, we didn't get it. So let's make a red tea. We did lose some health from that by eating that poison. So we lost what? 15 health from eating those. But it'll regen back here in the next few minutes. Daytime, so nothing's gonna run. Didn't see the dog. So I guess that was just 3 dogs? Interesting. I guess it's the first time I've seen just 3 dogs. Either that or it was 4, and one of them ran off, you know, in another direction, just kind of pathed away over the course of the night, and I never saw him. Or maybe the pack got split when the trader, you know, did that teleport crap. Anyway, see how much faster I'm getting now? How much quicker I'm cutting through the clay, and how much my stamina is regenerating back much quicker. See, it's going to get faster and faster and faster. It's just that it's that first part that really kind of deters people and makes them say, "Oh, I don't want to build base," you know, and then they go board up some POI. And like I say, they're on day 7 and they're like, you know, level 5. You know, I talk to people. I'm like, "What day are you on?" I'm talking to a new guy, you know, and he's asking for advice in the forums. And I'm like, "What day are you on?" And he's like, "I'm on day 43. I'm like, "Day 43? Really? What level are you?" 15. You're fucking level 15 on day 43? Dude, on day 43 you should be level 100. Okay? It just tells me that he's struggling through the POIs, and that's what he's complaining about. I'm dying constantly. You know, the fucking dogs, man, the fucking dogs. The goddamn vultures are so fucking hard. And I'm like, okay, so you're getting killed by dogs and vultures over and over and over again. Yeah, and I keep looting blunderbusses. Okay, you're on day 43, and you're still looting blunderbusses? That's the Stone Age gun. It's a shotgun that fires one shot. So it's fire, reload, fire, reload. It's really, really slow. Okay, it's the Stone Age gun that you get if you loot. Okay, we didn't even bother to get that because we went to a trader, and the trader violates the ages. The trader doesn't follow the looting rules. Okay, that machine gun, you will not be able to loot that in a box until you get the Steel Age. Okay, we will never loot AK-47 until we're like level 50. Okay, but you can buy them at the trader. So I'm saying we went for the gun and bought the gun. We didn't bother to try and loot some garbage blunderbuss. So anyway, the guy be telling me, you know, I keep looting blunderbusses. So you're on day 40 and you're still in the Stone Age. It's because you keep dying. So you keep, you know, lowering your game stage. Alright? And you're just looting, going from POI to POI. And that's all you're doing is looting the same shit over and over again because you can't get out of the age that you're in. That's the problem right there. You know, so and because you're so weak and you can't get any real gear, you can't survive being hit by anything because you have no armor or anything like that. So he's stuck in an endless loop now because he's too stubborn to take the time to build his base. Okay. He's thinking the game is a first-person shooter. You know, it's not a first-person shooter. This is a Minecraft kind of game. It's building, it's crafting, it's mining, it's farming, it's lumberjacking. Okay, it's not a first-person shooter. It will turn into a first-person shooter later on, but that's not what it is right now. Okay, and if you skip the survival and you skip the base building, you're gonna drive yourself crazy and you're gonna hate the game. Okay, it is a Minecraft kind of game. All right, so do your mining, do your crafting, do your building early on, and then you will have your fun-ass zombie first-person shooter survival game. That's what you want, right? That's what everybody comes to this game thinking they're going to play. They're thinking it's a zombie survival game, and it's a first-person shooter. They're thinking it's like a zombie Fallout, right? It's Fallout 3, but it's zombies. And it is. Once you do what it is I'm showing you to do here. Okay? Once you get your base up, and you got everything cooking right, you will turn this game into a tower defense zombie survival holocaust. But if you try and skip this shit and just jump right into it, you're going to be miserable dying, looting the same stone crap. Yeah, you're going to hate looting. Like, I can't find anything. Stupid, man. Oh, fucking keep looting shovels. Well, yeah, because you're still in the Stone Age. Okay? This is what you do in the Stone Age. You use your stones, tools, and stuff to build your base up. A lot of the Steam forum pansies will disagree. They all play on the Nomad and Warrior setting, okay? Alright. Let's go ahead and develop Iron 2. Before we do that, let's get some stone. See, we're higher level now, and we're getting more yield. So let's get some stone too now. So what I'm going to do all day long. Okay, so if I'm going to talk about things as they come to my mind that may be beneficial, that occurs to me. You may or may not want to, hear that. I'm going to babble. I'm going to complain about idiots. I'm going to tell you funny stories that at least are funny to me. But really, there's nothing I can do. I already taught you everything when I was running around on day one. I already talked about game stage and heat maps, etc. The only thing I can really do now is show you what it is that I'm doing to make me successful when I play on the Insane setting. Okay, and then show you why and what it is I'm doing, and talk about what it is I'm doing. So, other than that, all I'm going to do for this entire day 3 now is the mine stone, shovel clay, develop my mines, and cut down all these trees and clear everything out so I can build the base. That's what the entire day is going to be. So if you have a need to fast forward to something more exciting, that would be the time to do it. Otherwise, like I say, I'm going to be hammering a lot, and like I say, I'll talk about what it is I'm doing. Okay, and that's what we're doing. Okay. Did I level again just now? Yes. Okay. So now we're gonna first off, we're gonna get rid of that cigar. Like I say, sometimes it bugs out. Okay. That cigar is giving me a +1 strength. I don't want that to mess me up because I'm fixing a level strength. It's bugged me out before. Okay. Now I'm gonna level strength one more time. Okay, and that's going to open up Miner 69er's 3rd tier, okay, and Motherlode. That's as high as we're going to go with these. We're not going to go any higher than this. To go higher than this, we need to jump to 5, and then I think 7. That's a much higher investment in our strength and a bunch more levels, okay? Because it's going to start costing 2 points to level up our strength. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 levels just to get it to where we can go higher. You know what I mean? We're just going to put 3 and 3, and I've tested it many times. 3 and 3 is perfect. Okay. So our next 2 levels will go to Miner 69er and Motherlode, and then we're done with mining. And we're going to gain those levels today easily. We're going to gain more than that. We're going to gain way more than that today. This is where we're going to have a huge experience grind right here. Well, it'll cap at the end. It'll be kind of. It's faster than zombie killing and quest grinding, but it won't be that fast until at the end when we do the base part. Then it's going to be really fast. Now, on day 4, alright, so that's another thing. The trader resets every 3 days. Okay, the inventory of the trader. So today is the last day to buy anything in her inventory. Okay. Tomorrow morning, her inventory will reset. She'll have a whole new thing of inventory. So all the traders on the map, the other 2 traders we found, they're all going to reset tomorrow. Okay. So we're going to want to check her tomorrow and see what inventory she has, what new inventory she has. Hopefully she'll have a woodcutter mod or a stone cutter mod. That would really help us right now. Okay. Or a Lucky Looter's glasses. That's really important to this strategy as well. Okay, but when I get to that stage, I'll talk about it more. But you also want to be looking for a pair of Lucky Looter glasses. If you can get the Lucky Looter glasses, we're going to want to buy that. That's really all we care about. A couple of mods to enhance our mining, and the Lucky Looter glasses. Okay. Anything else that she has really is not going to be that important. Okay? And we did that last quest, so we bundled up some money. So we should be able to buy whatever she comes up with that we need. A beaker, if she has a beaker for sale, or some acid so that we can make our chemistry station. We'll buy that. Actually, I need to go check her when she opens and see if she had forged iron. I can't remember if she had forged iron. It would be nice to be able to make the hammer real quick. And the vending machine resets every day. Okay? And her quests that she offers resets every day. So you notice how all the action occurred at night. During the day, I might have this slow, lumbering zombie walk by every once in a while. And as we get a little higher level and days go by, we'll occasionally see the wandering wolf and even the wandering bear. Okay, but they're easy to avoid as long as you're paying attention. It's at nighttime when it gets dangerous. Did you notice that? Right when nighttime came, a pack of zombies all spawned. A few minutes after that, a jumping spider zombie spawned. It's hard, he's fast, he jumps, he crawls around on the ground. He can jump up on your walls. And then a few minutes after that, we had a wolf spawn. You see what I mean? The more aggressive, harder creatures are out at night, and that's what makes night difficult. And the worst thing is when a herd spawns at night. That's when you got a dozen running zombies all coming at the same time. Now we've got our wall up, so it's game over. We've won the game already. Once I have that wall up, it's game over. I've already won.
Trader Joel's is now open.
Alright, what we got going on here? 28. Alright, we got plenty. Let's go check the trader first. Let's turn this stone and cobblestone. Or stone and clay into cobblestone. See, 30 minutes. Alright, that's half the day right there. That'll be cooking. Let's go over here and see if she had some forged iron. See how nice it is to have the trader right beside base? This is what I'm talking about. When we get ready to go do all these POIs, it's going to be so much funner. It's not going to be stressful. You're going to have a lot of fun doing it. You'll be finding cool loot. You'll see. Listen to Johnson. Follow along and learn,
You're
okay?
looking kind of rough. You didn't get bit, did you?
See, she's got forged steel. See, I'm not paying no $1,900 for a claw hammer. I can make a better claw hammer than that right now. I just need some forged iron. She may have some tomorrow. And if not, I'll make a forge and I'll make my own. In fact, what do we need to make the forge? Do we need a mechanical part? What is
You
it I
should
need?
stock up on medical supplies. There's a zombie apocalypse out there.
Yeah, the short iron pipes. But we do have... We did find a wrench already, so we can go jack some cars and get those. So we have the leather. We can make the duct tape. We can make the forge right now. And then we can make our own forge iron, and then we can make our hammer. The thing is, in order to make the forge, I need to pick advanced engineering. And I don't want to pick advanced engineering right now. I want to keep on leveling up my mining. Because I got a lot more mining to do. Then I have a need for the hammer. The hammer just means I'm going to build a little faster. I'm going to hit twice instead of 3 times. It's not that important right now. We haven't got to the heavy base building yet. Alright, so what I want to do, okay, is I want to head out to each mine. Alright, because that's the edge of my base. Okay. Make sure the mine is developed. That's going to be my clay and developing it and putting my flag post up. Okay, this one's already developed. Alright? But what I want to do is I want to clear all the trees out around it. Like I say, we need a lot of lumber. We need like 30,000 lumber. Okay, we're going to chop all these trees down. Okay? What I want to do is I want to clear the trees out around this mine so that while I'm in this mine, I can look up and out and be able to see clearly what's around me. Okay? And I want to clear it out from the mine to the base so I can go back and forth from the base to the mine without anything obstructing my vision or my pathing. Okay? And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be collecting the wood that I need to build my base. And like I said, don't forget to drink your red tea like I keep doing. These trees aren't so bad. They're not that close for one thing. Plus, they don't have limbs until way up there. The ones that are really bad are like that one off to my... He's to my left, but to the right of the flagpost. That tree right there, that spruce-looking tree. Those are the trees you're concerned with because they have low limbs and they're very wide, and so they're a big blob, and they obstruct your vision. Okay? Those are really the trees you're concerned mostly about. Okay, this tree right here. All right, because you can't see what's behind them. Okay, and that's bad during the day and really bad at night. Because like I say, sometimes it gets really dark at night. And with a big blob like that, you totally cannot see what's behind you. And that is the shit that gets you killed, okay? You can't see. Alright, like I say, this game is there is no active blocking. So it's all about maneuverability and line of sight. And what I'm doing here, is not just paying off early by helping me build the base. Okay, it's going to pay off for the entire game. Once this is done, I don't have to do it again. Okay, and it's going to pay off the entire game. You've got to understand when you're level 135. Okay, game stage 200. All right, you've got 20 vultures flying around your base. All right, you've got fucking bears walking around all over the place. There's packs of 6 and 8 wolves all over the place. Okay. You've got screamers coming at you constantly. Okay, screamers are zombies that scream, and when they scream, they summon up to 20 more zombies. You got like 10 and 15 screamers on you, just constantly wailing away like banshees. Okay, so they're just fucking be zombies all around you at all times. Zombie bears walking around. I mean, it gets worse and worse and worse. Okay, more and more and more. And so having all this cleared out pays off all through your game. And like I said, this is a very long game. It's not, Gears of War, where you beat the game in one afternoon and that's it, you're done. Okay, this game is very long, alright? These people are making it short because they're just doing that same stupid strategy. Spawn, run to the quest mission guy, and just do the same 50 missions over and over and over again until they're level 50 or 60 and they get there really fast because the missions are overpowered. They've got all the max gear, all the max items, and they're bored. And they never even explored the whole map. They only explored 10% of the map. Okay, and now they're bored, and what do? The fucking idiot does the same thing. He restarts a new game and then does the same thing. And he does that 50 times. Now he's got 1,000 hours of gameplay, and all 1,000 hours were the same thing. He went straight to the trader. He did the same missions over and over and over again. And then he restarted and did the same missions over and over and over again. And then he restarted and did the same missions over and over again. What the fuck are you doing? Okay? So you've got 1,000 hours of gameplay, but you've only done the same 50 missions the whole time. So you've got the missions memorized, and that's the only thing you know how to do. And these are the guys in the forums, telling the newer players what they should and should not do. They don't have a fucking clue. Oh, the vultures are so hard. The vultures are the easiest thing to build in the game. Okay? There's nothing easier to build. A fucking chicken is more frustrating to deal with than a vulture. Okay? And it's because they have no practice in the game doing anything other than that same thing. Oh, they can definitely tell you how to get through the waterworks. Yeah, that's one of the mission features over there. That waterworks building. They have that shit memorized. They've done it 73 times. You know what I mean? They got that shit down to a science. They know exactly where every zombie in that building is at. You know, but that's all they know. That's all they're capable of doing. Because that's all they do. Oh shit! Who's in here? Karen. In the cooter hole. They crack me up talking about their playstyle. They think everything is their playstyle. No. There's strategy, there's tactics, and then there's your playstyle. Okay. This is the strategy of getting yourself built up. My playstyle won't come into play until way later on. Level-wise, I mean, it'll be a couple hours from now in real time. But in the game, it's going to be way later on. Alright? My playstyle is... I drive my car out to a town. I park my car, and then I go and I level the entire fucking town. And I turn it into a castle. It's my castle. And I do it with whatever the hell is at my disposal. I might take this entire town out using this stone axe that's in my hand right here. You know, and the next town I might take it out using a spear, and the next town I'll take it out using a knife. And my play style is like whatever the hell is on hand at that time. And I'm not even going to start that until I've got my base up and my crafting stations and my transportation. That's just... They think that the attributes are classes. That's what they're trying to do. They're saying, oh, this is a strength build. Or, oh, this is an intelligence build. This is not a fucking RPG. Those are not classes. Okay? It's not the wizard, the warrior, the rogue, and the magician. You know what I mean? That's one class. It's one character. And those are his attributes. Okay, that's strength. It's his attribute. It's not a class. Okay, this character... I think you have every skill in the game by level 277, I think. And your max level is 300. So you're going to have every skill in the game before you reach the max level. And the game stage goes to 1,000. Okay? So you're going to be max level before you reach max game stage. So you're literally going to have everything maxed out on your character long before you beat the game. So what are you talking about? It's only a class in your mind because you keep resetting the game at level 40 and level 50. You keep doing the quest POIs over and over again, ignoring the rest of the game, and then restarting and doing the same thing over again. So you never see the rest of the game. You never get into the rest of it. So as a result, you're trying to think how to make yourself a class out of an attribute. Okay, it's an attribute. It's a strength attribute. It's not a class. So that being said, if you're playing a game properly, then you're going to understand that you're building your character up by looking at the different skills that each attribute unlocks for you. So I'm going to unlock strength attributes. I'm going to use the strength attribute to unlock certain skills. I'm going to use the fortitude attribute to unlock certain skills. I'm going to use the intelligence attribute to unlock certain skills. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to start working on some of the other attributes with some of their skills. You know? And in the base of your character is going to be affected by all this. Okay? Your character's class is like, I guess, an MMO or RPG, he's like a fighter, wizard, cleric, rogue. He's all 4 of those classes. Let's see, I check around the nitrate. Looking at the game where you're thinking your attribute is a class, you're looking at the game wrong. I'm sorry. I'm just, you know, I had to pull my punches in the forums because the Nazi fucking moderators are back up the noobs that think they know what they're talking about. But this is my video, so I'm not pulling my punches. Okay? If you think that strength is a class, you're fucking wrong. Okay? Not only that, but you're stupid. You're fucking. That's not what this game is. This is not a class game. Okay, there is no fighter, wizard, rogue, or whatever. There's no Jedi, bounty hunter, mercenary. It's one guy and the skills he unlocks by working up his attributes. And boxing yourself into one attribute is fun if you've been playing the game for 1,000 hours and you're just trying to make the game harder now because you love the game so much. You know, I love this game. I think it's one of the best games to come out. I can't wait till they finish it. Okay, I agree. It's a cool fucking game. All right, I don't want to give it up either. I enjoy playing it. But damn, dude, don't confuse you deliberately making the game more difficult, trying to create different scenarios for yourself with how the game was designed and meant to be played. Because you turn around and you're giving to you guys these what you think are tips, but are actually just your making yourself happy with a game that you beat 5 years ago. And you're killing them. You're fucking them up. All right. That's why I see these noobs in the forums crying about the simplest shit because you led them astray. They don't have 1,500 hours of practice in the game. You know, and that's why they're complaining about this or that. And that's what happens. And I've been playing games since Atari, dudes. Okay? And I've watched what's happened to the gaming industry. Okay, I watched the crowd of the vocal loser crowd. It's the same thing you see in politics. The loudest mouth seems to get all the action, but he does not represent the majority of people. Okay? So, you know, you guys get in there and you just whine and you talk about shit that's not true. And the devs think it's the whole community and they turn around and they fuck the whole game up. You know, and I'll use like EverQuest as a perfect example. EverQuest 1 was the best game ever made. We'd never seen no shit like that. Massive multiplayer. Online. It was hard as hell. It was forced you to work as a team. We had such fun that first 6 months. 6 months after EverQuest released, there was 2 million people playing that game, and we were all just having so much fun. It was the greatest thing it was the best thing since fucking Caesar salad, okay? I mean, it was just so awesome. And then all you fucking noob, weak-ass, motherfucking minded idiots got in there and started running off the mouth. And the devs started making everything easier and easier and easier. And now, every MMO that comes out there, you're running around with you got multiple windows open with 6 or 7 characters you're playing at the same time. Each of you're min-maxing your windows. Each of your characters has 4 or 5 computer-controlled AI, and you're not even playing a game anymore. All you're doing is shuffling through fucking windows, and then your character, your AIs do all the work. No teamwork involved anymore. It was really fun when your ranger went and pulled, and then your enchanter had to mesmerize, which is basically like a paralyzed group. You know, your warrior had to go pick one out, your rogue had to jump on his back, and the rogue and the warrior had to toggle their damage. Otherwise the rogue would get killed because he had no armor. The high DPS versus the high armor guy. Your cleric had to be meticulous with spending his mana. We had to pull at a certain pace to keep up with how fast we needed to heal and regenerate our mana bars. We had wizards pulling out tricky shit and doing different timed things with their spells, and it was so fun. It was like playing multiplayer chess. Next thing you know, the weakest class is Ev out there by himself with an entourage of mercenaries, killing 20 monsters at once. Now, hardest game that ever made, that forced such teamwork, is now being, played like checkers. It was ridiculous. And then it just followed suit. World of Warcraft, Ashen's Call, and I can't even remember all those games now. Every one of them came out. Borderlands, it came out so stupid. I remember Star Wars Galaxies was lame as fuck. Okay? Oh, the Jedi's too strong, so let's give the bounty hunter the eye shot so he can insta-kill the fucking Jedi. Are you kidding me? The Jedi's supposed to be OP. That's the point of the Jedi. So they're doing it to every game that comes out, and it's the vocal minority is what it is. Anyway, rant off. Johnson ranted. My bad. I'm sitting here shoveling up dirt. I'm kind of bored. I've moved past the verbal tutorial. I'm into the visual part. Alright, good enough. Alright, nitrate. Let's get rid of this. Just make sure you can get out of the hole. That's the point of what we're doing. We're developing a way to get out while we collect up this clay. Guys in there forum talking about how great and powerful the bow and arrow is. It's like 300 replies and everybody's like, the bow and arrow sucks, dude. And it's just the same 5 guys talking about their play style, like they're trying to defend their play style, like they feel like they're trying to defend themselves against some type of personal attack. And we're just talking about, efficiency here. We're not talking about at playing the game the way you like playing it. But for fuck's sake, if you like the bow and arrow, man, say you like the bow and arrow. That's why you use it. No one cares if you like the bow and arrow. That's fine. That's your playstyle. You enjoy the bow and arrow. Go enjoy it, man. Shit. You're playing a game you bought. You have a right to enjoy it, playing it how you want. But don't talk to the majority of people and tell them that the bow and arrow is the best ranged weapon in the game. That's not the case. What's your parameters for best? So he's like, you get explosive arrows, you kick ass. I was like, dude, so I made a video, man. I maxed my bow out, and I got explosive arrows, and the fucking arrows were bouncing off of the zombies. I'm kind of playing on insane now. I don't play that weak-ass nomad shit, okay? That's for girls. Grandmas. Alright? Neither. Seriously. Girls, old women, and fucking children play on the nomad and the warrior settings. It's just like you're playing any other game. Those guys playing Crisis on normal mode that's funny to me. But anyway, why don't you just go play fucking Mario Kart? Seriously, get with Joe Biden and play Mario Kart. Simple things for simple minds. But so it used to, I get the bow and arrow and I make the video, and it's just, you can see the explosive arrows just literally bouncing off their chests. It doesn't even stagger them. So I was like, okay, so this, let me now compare that to, this machine gun right here, this M60 I got. And then I just mowed down like 150 zombies in like 1 minute flat. I'm like, okay, so, now let's compare this. You said the bow with the explosive arrow was the best weapon in the game. Well, I was able to kill 1 zombie that in the same amount of time it took me to kill 150 zombies with the machine gun. And you're still gonna hold that the bow was better than the machine gun? Seriously? Yeah, and it's 100 pages of crybabies talking about that. And then the video evidence is proved to them, and they still arguing the point. It's like, man, nobody argues that you enjoy using the bow and arrow. Dude, you like the bow and arrow, man, that's fucking cool. Have fun with the bow and arrow. Maybe we can group up later on and we can play together, and you can use a bow and arrow, and I can use my knife, and we can have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do it, man. That's fun. But don't talk about the bow and arrow being the best ranged weapon. It's like telling a Marine the pocket knife is the best weapon to go to war with, you know? And he's sitting there and he's like, what about this, you know, A10 Warthog? Or you go to Mike Tyson and you say, you know, why don't you put on this little girl's pink bow and you'll be more successful as a boxer? You know what I mean? Like, what? Survival, crafting, board game. This is not Doom. This is not Halo. Although I gotta say, that last Doom was pretty fucking intense, wasn't it? Did you play the last Doom? That one where they tried to make it really fast. Instead of it being creepy like the old models, slow and creepy. It was really fast paced with all the boosters and stuff all over the place. It's pretty intense, man. That cool ass soundtrack, I thought. I beat that game in 3 hours. It was such a letdown. It was really intense, and I was like, hell yeah. Had that music blasting. A couple hours later, I was like, wait, I'm done? Very fun, but very fast. Over very quick. It's cool. Cool thrill ride, well, for sure. But this is like a different kind of game altogether. This is a slow roll, you know, laid back, patient, build, strategize. My main character right now has 7 bases, and they're all linked together in like a maze. They're like around the town, so the entire town is the castle. I had fun doing that. But it was a slow kind of fun. Wait, didn't put my cigar back. Like I have my original base, and then I have like a base here, and I have a base here, 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 here. They're all connected by a wall. And so it's like a castle, but a gatehouse, and a gatehouse. And that's my town. And in the middle of town, I made a big giant tower. So as you're coming from afar, like in a car, the whole fucking town is a giant, it looks like a medieval castle with a tower in the middle, and this is the town. And I kind of imagined that I was the king, and this was my town, and the wizard infected my town with the plague. And now my whole town is filled with zombies, all my people are zombies. Or I'll do it modern, I'll be like, yeah, I was the mayor. The town got infected, or I'm some survivor. It's fucking, because you know, I got the maximum blood count and blood moon count, and I'm on like game stage 800. Well, 715, I think. And so I got like 8,000 zombies attack me over the course of the night on the blood moon. I've explored every POI on that map, every one of them. And so there's nothing to do anymore, except just wait the 7 days out. after the blood moon comes. And honestly, I don't even have to do that. I can go on the top of my tower and just go take a shower while the blood moon's occurring. And my machine gun turrets and bombs and traps and shit everywhere I will kill all the zombies all night long. I don't even have to be present for it anymore. But I like to go out on the walls, you know, and fight them stuff. I'll jump out in the street and shit. And be fighting them out in the street with a fucking knife. Turned the whole town into my blood moon event. It's pretty fun. It took me like 300 hours. I've got 300 hours of gameplay and then I died. Alright, developed up. Fixing the level again. Get us a quality 4. So if I see any low-lying blinding, vultures don't spawn in the forest. I'm level 3, dude. I don't just have a vulture. I got a flock of them. The vultures are not tied to where you are. They're tied to how fast you're advancing your game stage. Okay? And how fast you're advancing certain things in the game. Alright? You start building that base, the devs know you're getting really, really strong, really, really fast. And so they have things coded to deal with that. Okay? Anyway. So if I see, like, this row of trees, I can't really see beyond them. How close are they to me? They're not really that close. So if there's something out here, like maybe a herd, could get close enough. That I don't like. So I'm going to kind of level some of these out. Even though they're not that close, they're obstructing my vision at a good enough range to where a herd could spawn and I can't see it, or a pack of wolves. So I'm just going to knock these 2 trees down for that reason, because they're at a low line. You know, Johnson provides more video evidence that the noobs playing on Nomad in the Steam forums don't have a fucking clue of what they're talking about. Okay, there it is. I win again. Anyway. See how I jammed up on that rock? That's how you get killed. Now what they'll do is they'll wait. Okay, here momentarily a bear, or wolf, or herd. Something like that will spawn. Or one of these random zombies will walk up on me. And I'll get in that fight. Okay? And when that happens, I'll have my back to them. I'll be distracted and I'll be vulnerable, and that's when all 3 of them vultures will come down on me. So keep that in mind. They're not going to mess with me now. I'm not vulnerable, so they're just going to fly around all day long. Okay? And when I become vulnerable, they're all going to come down on me. That's how the vultures work. I may run my stamina out, and they'll become vulnerable then, or I may keep my back to them for too long, and they may attack for that reason as well. When you're looting, they might attack if you keep the window open too long. Just turn around and look at them, they'll fly off. Alright. Maybe when I'm in this menu, they might come after me. That's all 4 of them. All 4 of them are developed. Yeah, because there's 2 of them right beside each other. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Alright, we did get... Yeah. Alright. So the mines are clear. They're developed. Alright, now I'm just going to go around the base and widen my vision. I'm going to go another ring outward. There's nothing near the base. I want to clear around the trader as well, because he's part of my base, okay? And I need lumber, so I'm looking for lumber. I need to go get my water. See, like now that I have like 7 stamina, that's when vultures will come. Trader's clear, the mines are clear, and the base is clear. Alright, here we go. Vultures. Get that stamina up. Get ready for the vultures, they may or may not. We did level again, right? Yep. So now, let's get rid of that cigar before we level something in that attribute. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get Miner 69er, Muckman. Alright, put our cigar back on. And now I can make quality 4 stone shovel and a quality 4 stone axe. Alright, like I said, that's as high as we'll go right there with the mining. Go on, dude, you coming or not? Look how many of them there are. 3 of them. Alright. Oh, I need to get my tea. I'm going to keep those seeds for a tree farm later on. We'll talk about that when we get to it. Alright. 5,000. Let's go ahead. wood frame blocks. Okay, I'm going to make 250. A full stack is 500. Go ahead and get these cobblestones going. Where'd that iron come from? What did I break down to get that iron again? Alright. Where'd the block go? Oh, that was weird. Did you see that? Disappeared. Alright. You think we're done? You think we have enough wood? We don't. Alright, we're going to go one more full circle around the base to just make sure we have full visibility. And we're still not going to have enough wood. I was going to say it's an all-day thing. Day 3 is lumberjack day. Day 1, explore. Day 2, get your gun and whatever mods are available. Day 3, mine. And like I say, cutting trees down is part of mining. Now early on, cutting trees down does give you experience. If you notice, I got that a whole level just now. In what, 4 or 5 game hours? Just from chopping down trees. Okay, now as you get higher level, chopping down trees won't give, worthy experience anymore. That's why you want to do it now. Doing it now, you're not just gaining your lumber that you need, you're also getting some experience for doing it. At level 15, cutting down trees is not going to give you shit for experience. If you do it now, not only are you getting the lumber you need, but you're also getting a ton of experience. Not only do we need wood to make the base with, we also need wood to upgrade the base, and then we need wood for general purposes. When you're going around in POIs, you want to be able to make bridges and ladders, nerd holes, You're going to need wood to repair things with. You're going to want to make little perches every once in a while, or just repair something here and there. You're also going to need wood to repair damage to your base. You're going to need wood for wood spikes, barbed wire, okay? You're going to need wood to load your crafting stations with, to fuel your furnaces, your forges, your chemistry station, your campfires. So we're just chopping it all down at once so that we can make our base, clear our line of sight, clear our mobility, and actually get experience for doing it. Like I say, once you get to level 20, 30, I mean, the trees don't even give you experience at all. Like right now, I'm getting, here you can see in the bottom right corner, 5, 10, 15, 20 experience. 34, 39, 46 experience. You see what I'm saying? It's rolling. When you're level 50, you don't even get 1 experience point for cutting the whole tree down. So do it now, when it's worth doing for experience as well. Time to eat some grub. Alright, once I get the base cleared up, okay, it's still not enough wood, alright? What I'm going to do is I'm going to explore the town, alright? I'm going to look for notable POIs that I want to go to first. The ones that have the good loot that I'm going to want to seek out early. locate any more farms I can run across. Okay. And I'm going to be clearing up my mobility and my line of sight all through the town. Okay. Pick up a few more eggs, kill a few more chickens while I'm out there. And I'm also going to loot up all the roadkill. Okay. And I want to loot up the roadkill because I want to collect bones to make duct tape with. So I can make all kinds of things with duct tape, okay? We still haven't even gotten into that yet. Alright. And rotting flesh to make my farm with. Okay. Because the next thing now, once we get our mining done, which will be this next level, we'll pick our last skill on mining. We're going to want to go towards the farm. Because it takes a few days to build the farm up and get the food from it. First thing we're going to do is we'll kind of grow some seeds. And so we're going to need our roadkill, alright? For our rotting flesh. See how much faster it is now? And it gets even faster here in a minute. And if we could find our mods, hopefully tomorrow when she resets, she'll have a stone cutter mod. That'd be wonderful, of course. It would have been nice to have the tree. Usually when I start, I usually have a woodcutter mod right off the rip. Usually the trader has one at level 1. Sometimes they don't. This time she didn't. Probably had I went and checked the other 2 traders, we would have gotten them. But I didn't want to take the time running out to the other 2 traders. But we could have probably found the woodchopper mod had we ran out. And hopefully tomorrow she has a stone cutter mod. That's really what we want. Or a grave digger mod. Grave digger is for your shovel. Make sure you get more dirt. Woodcutter makes you get more wood. Stone cutter makes you get more stone, nitrate, and coal. And the iron cutter one makes you get more lead and iron. And understand this is also going to make us bang through doors much quicker. So when we get to the point where we're looting, and we're going to bang down a door almost instantly. You just got to learn the range. Okay? Each weapon is good. This isn't even a weapon, okay? Just learn the range. Oh, messed that one up. Yep, what I tell you. Let's go, fellas. Fucking vultures, what a joke. Come on, buddy. Thanks for the rotting flesh. See how easy they were to kill? 3 of them at once? That's all I got to say, okay? Seriously. This shit is laughable. Little black turtle guys on Nintendo's Super Mario Brothers are more difficult. The ghosts in Pac-Man are more tricky. Base is good and clear. Mines are developed. Let's get... got plenty of clay right now, so let's get some more stone. Because we're fixing to be out of... we're fixing to not be collecting or creating cobblestone anymore. down as closer to the wall. Eh? Oh, there they are. Arg! So after we break this down, we'll go and we'll get a little bit more clay, just a little bit, and we'll do it as a nitrate mine. And we'll get some nitrate too, because we're going to need nitrate to make farm plots with. And then we're going to run around town and explore town while we gather up some more wood and some roadkill. The roadkill, like I say, we need to make our duct tape with and our farm plots with. Now, duct tape you use to make armor, splints. I just heard another vulture. Heron things. But mainly what we want duct tape for is we want to make repair kits. Repair kits, like right now we're using stone and wood to repair our gear with. But once we go adventuring, when we get to that point, we're going to have higher level weapons. We're going to have iron weapons, iron tools. And you can only repair those with repair kits. So we need to have lots of duct tape to make lots of repair kits, because that's how we're going to be repairing our stuff. Also, you have to use repair kits to repair your armor. It's the armor, the weapon, your tools. And also, if you notice, everything has durability to it, right? Let's say we look at my axe right now, my stone axe, right? It's quality 4. It's 2/3 diminished. Let's say I loot that and I sell that to the trader. Okay? It only sells for 150, right? If I repair that stone axe and then I sell it to the trader, it'll sell for 800. They sell for way more coin if they're fully repaired. Okay. Now the stone axe you can't sell at all. I'm just using it as an example. Okay, but more realistically, we're talking about an M16 or an AK-47. Okay, a fire axe. Okay, a scrap helmet. Okay, the iron and steel stuff that we're going to be looting when we move into the next game stage. Okay, or you're going to be looting them in droves. And if you repair them, they'll sell for 3 to 4 times more their value. The higher tier... I knew I heard one of them fuckers. He attacked me when my axe durability dropped to 0. That's when he came down for the attack, because I was vulnerable. And he actually got to hit me that time. What was I saying? Yeah, repair kits. Okay, so you make a whole lot more money if you repair the gear. The higher the tier, meaning the age it is. Okay, and the higher the quality, the much more money you get for it. So like a quality 1 AK-47 sells for like maybe 150. If it's half dead, it may sell for 75. So you don't want to repair that, not increasing it very much. A quality 5 AK-47 at half life sells for 300. If you repair it to full life, it sells for 3,000. You see what I'm saying? So later on when we start looting, we're going to want to be able to repair all the stuff that we're looting so we can sell it to make huge amounts of money. Okay? And at first, that huge amounts of money for the first few days we're going to use it to buy all this shit from the traders. Okay? Between what we're looting and what we're buying from the traders, we're going to deck ourselves out really fast. Okay? We're going to get all kinds of cool, strong armor, strong weapons and gear, items, etc. After that, we're not going to need it anymore. We're going to be already decked out. So you need nitrate and coal to make bullets, to make gunpowder. Okay? And then you need bullet tips, which comes from lead. And then you need bullet casings, which come from brass. So you can mine the lead to make bullet tips. You can mine the nitrate and coal to make gunpowder. But the only way to get brass is to find brass out in the world and melt it down in your forge. And then you make bullet tips. Or bullet casings. Okay? Now, early on, we'll find plenty of brass to make the small amounts of bullets that we need. Okay? 500, 600, 1,000 bullets. Okay? But later, we're just not going to find enough brass out in the game to make the amount of bullets that we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to melt Duke coins because they're made out of brass. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go do a tier 5 mission. You're going to repair up all the loot that you found in that tier 5 mission. And you're going to sell it, and you're going to make like 30,000, 40,000 Duke coins. You're not going to need those Duke coins for anything because you already have the best gear. So you're going to melt them all down for the brass. And that's how you're going to make your bullets. And I am saying, when you get to that point, that's when you're playing a first-person shooter. It's tower defense, first-person shooter. Okay, you're running around with your melee weapons at that point. It's just like you're bored. You're trying to make it more challenging. You know, but the reality is the game at that point is a shooter. That's when you're in endgame. Okay? And that's when you're going to want to head down to the wasteland. You're going to want to find the trader that's over there in the wasteland. You're going to want to throw yourself up a little base. You're going to have way more resources than you have now. You're going to have hundreds of thousands of stone already in the bank. You know, you're going to have auger. You're going to be able to, this chunk of stone that I'm beating on right here, you're going to mow it down with your auger in like 30 seconds flat. Okay, and they're going to mine that one over there. In 10 minutes, you're going to have 200,000 stone. Okay, so you're going to run over there real quick to the wasteland. You're going to find that trader. And you're going to throw yourself up your real base. This base that we're making here is just our starter base. Okay. You know, when you're level 100, you're all decked out and badass. You're going to move to the wasteland. And you're going to build your real base there. Okay. Like I say, it's going to be way quicker than this. 100 times quicker than this. You're already going to have the supplies. You're just going to build the base real quick. You're going to know how to make your base much better than this. Because you're going to have seen what worked here and what didn't work. You're going to have learned the game a whole lot better, and you're going to make yourself a badass fucking base, okay? And you're going to be in the wasteland where there's just non-stop zombies. And that's when the game's fucking fun as shit. Okay? That last 100 hours is fun as a motherfucker. Alright? That's when it's going to be intense. Your base is going to be under non-stop attack. It ain't going to matter if it's Blood Moon or not. Because you're in the wasteland. Okay? There's going to be fucking 20 vultures flying around your tower. There's going to be 5, 6 zombie bears running around the edges of your wall. There's going to be roaming packs of zombie dogs. There's going to be 20, 30, 50 zombies at all times, everywhere you go. Okay? It's going to be really intense. And you're going to want bullets. So that's how it progresses. I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to show you all of it. Just got to remember, the first week of the game is the Stone Age, and it's designed for you to build your base and level your character up some. It's not jump into POIs first. That is the poor players thinking they know what's up, being vocal, transferring false information to the new players. That's why they're in the forums all the time. They're not as good at the games as they think they are. So you always see them in the forums talking and running off the mouth and passing off bad information, ruining the game experience for other people. And they do it in so many games nowadays. Just trolls for life. Low IQ trolls for life. Not so many of them in the 7 Days to Die forums. Much more of the better players frequent the 7 Day to Die forums. But the Steam forums, it's Troll City. And the trolls are backed up and basically led by the mods there. I've never seen a worse set of mods than I have in the 7 Days to Die Steam forums. I mean, that is just, the mods are the trolls. It's pretty obvious that they're playing with that same group of people. It's like 10 guys. Those 10 guys plus the 2 mods are, they pass on such bad information. And if you argue with them and you try and prove they're wrong, then the mods come down on you. You know what I mean? Oh, you violated the rules by arguing with so-and-so. Well, did so-and-so violate the rules? He was arguing. Because he fucking argued with the last 50 people that visited the forums. He haven't said a damn word to him. You know? Because they're buddy-buddy. So the people who are saying, no, what he's saying is wrong, get silenced rapidly. So the new players are constantly getting this stupid-ass bad information. I wish the devs would catch on to this in the Steam forums and shut those fuckers down. I mean, they're just volunteer. Okay? There's plenty of people that love to take their place. Just get rid of those fucking 2 mods. The guy, content creator, he ain't so bad. He seems to just be your average Slack mod. But Silent Thunder and Syringai are fucking trolls. And they're backing up the forum trolls. They're like friends. And they're running off all the decent players when they stand against the trolls. So the new players, all they hear is this bad information. And I see them whining, oh, the vultures. Oh, vultures are so hard. What? Why do you say that? Oh, you're level 20 on day 75? You're still running around with a fucking quality 3 stone spear? Oh, okay, I understand. Why are you doing that? Oh, cause the troll told you. I get it. And you never had a chance to experience what it really is, and so you're missing out because it's such a cool game, dude. It gets so cool later on. If you're patient and you do it right, it's so fucking fun. But if you died 85 times, you're never going to see it because your game stage just constantly gets pimped. Boom, there goes that one. Let's finish this one since we're right here. Oh, we are getting... Ooh, it's already 1700. Wow, that last stretch took longer than I thought. Well... Alright, let's go ahead. No. No, we'll do that. Just keep collecting it. Keep collecting it. All day. And then tonight we'll make everything. Oh, we're level 6 now. Level 6 is when all your newbie protections wear off. You're completely protected against weather effects. You have faster stamina regen. And you don't lose experience when you die. Up to level 6. At level 6 you lose your gauntlet of your protection. So now we're officially a player in the game. According to the devs who designed the game. You are now no longer a noob at level 6. You are no longer worthy of protection from the weather. Now we're going to spend that one on Motherload. Okay. Now we're... Shit, I forgot to take my cigar. No! Please. Don't have bugged out. Okay. Alright. Yep, alright. So now we're good. Okay? 3 in strength, 3 in minor, 3 in Motherload. Okay? So remember, first, 1 in Master Chef. Okay? Then, Second Tyrannosaurus, minor 6 in minor, Motherload, strength. Minor 6 in minor, Motherload, strength. Minor 6 in minor, Motherload. Okay? Next, I would go to Physician. Alright? And get my heals up before I started moving around in town. Okay? But I got lucky, and I found that bandage. So I'm going to go straight to living on the land. Alright? You always find something here or there that changes the path. Okay? You understand what the path is, and then you adjust the path depending on what you find. You know, if I find 5 or 6 triple armor pocket mods, then I'm not gonna pick a pack mule, for instance. Okay? If I don't, then I will. It all depends on kind of what you find, what you're dealing with. And as I get to each stage, I'll tell you each stage. Actually, I would not pick Physician next. I probably would pick Animal Hunter, Animal Tracker. I don't pick Animal Tracker unless I'm getting low on meat. Okay? So there's certain things that I'll pick at certain times, depending on what's going on. My last game, I swear I could not find any meat. It was like there were no animals anywhere on the map. There were no chickens anywhere. There were no rabbits anywhere. I didn't see any wolves. I was on day 7, and I hadn't seen one animal in the game. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So I ran out of bacon and eggs. I mean, I found 2 or 3, like on the first day when I was just on the map, and then I didn't find anything else after that. And I was like, wow, you know, I'm not ready to do POIs yet. And I don't want to spend up money. You know, I'm buying canned food from the vending machine, but I don't want to live off of eggs. They only give me 5. You know, I don't want to be running around Easter egg hunting all day. I was like, what the hell's going on? Where's all the animals at? So that time, I said, okay, let me pick Animal Tracker. And I went on a hunting excursion and killed like 15 chickens and rabbits. And then I was good, you know what I mean? So this time, I got the meat that I normally get. Like I said, you should be able to get your 20 eggs and 50 meat on normal circumstances, on average. And if that's the case, you go straight to the farm. Okay? But if you don't, then you might want to pick Animal Tracker. Alright, boom, there's that one. Alright. Alright, let's get a little more clay and some nitrate. And also we're going to get some iron. So the track really is, like I say, Master Chef, your mining, and then your farm. And then if you need to, grab an Animal Tracker in there. If not, go to Physician. I'll show you. 1,000 or so of this. That way we can be making cobblestone all night long too. We won't have to come out and get clay in the middle of the night. I'm a little slower, you know, than I normally am. And so remember, when you do this, if you follow along, you try this strategy out yourself, you'll see that you're much faster. Okay? I'm moving slower because I'm talking and I'm opening the map up and I'm showing this and I'm showing that. You know, if I'm just playing by myself and I'm not showing people things or talking about things, I'd be a little faster, you know. So if you shave a few hours off my time to compensate for that, if you were playing, you know, and you were doing this and you weren't just talking and opening windows and blah 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 blah, you know, it's day 3, 1824. It would probably be day 3, noon, right about now, maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Okay, I've lost a good 5-6 game hours to talking and stuff like that, opening the window up and going idle, talking about something. I'd say usually by the end of day 3, I've gone through the town as well. At least, depends on the size of the town. Now, this is a big town. If it's a small town, I would most definitely have gone through the entire town. You know, and broken down all the trees and got a little roadkill. A large town like this, I would have gone through at least about half of it by now. Usually by the end of the day 3, I'll have gone through all the streets of the town. So by the time I even start, it's going to be 2,000. Yeah, I'm not going to get very far. So I am behind a good 5-6 hours. Game hours. I think that's due to talking and stuff. But then sometimes, like I say, sometimes it's day 4. Because if the only gun for sale is 5,000 because it's a quality 3, then I would spend an entire day doing missions trying to get the gun. I can't express to you how important it is. If you see a gun for sale, get it. You know, for me, it's the AK-47. It's the gun I like. You know, you may like the shotgun. You know what I'm saying? But get some kind of gun. And I don't mean the blunderbuss. Okay, I mean an AK-47, a tactical assault rifle, pump shotgun. Okay, some type of gun that actually has some firepower to it and some rounds to it, magazine size. Because you need this gun to mow down something big like a dog that gets in your face. Most of the time, you can take them out like I've done, spear in a wall, you know. But sometimes you get surprised, and you want to be able to mow them down really quick. That's why if you notice in my settings, I put it on Nightmare Run Speed Fear Rules. And the reason I did that is because I used to play on all Nightmare speed, okay? I tried all the different speeds. I mean, not just one. I didn't just play that speed. But when I finally thought that I was a tough guy and said, okay, I'm going to play all Nightmare Run Speed on top of it, I realized real quickly that as badass as I thought I was, and anybody else thinks they are, you can't tank the monsters in this game. And Nightmare Run Speed means you're tanking. Okay? No one is good enough to fight the zombies on Nightmare Run Speed. It's not possible. Okay? So what you do is you adjust your combat tactics to deal with them. And it's cheese. It's exploiting their pattern. Alright? You start putting, you know, like I was showing you earlier with the spike traps. You start putting spike traps in front of every fucking door you open. Okay? Or blocking them off with blocks, with wood frames. Or like this one guy does I saw online, he puts hatches up. He constantly puts hatches up, okay, in front of the doors. And that's all you're doing. And since you know they're all Nightmare Speed, you're doing it in everything that you do. Okay? You're constantly doing that. You've adapted. You're human, man. You're a fucking human. You're brilliant. Alright? All humans are brilliant. You're going to adapt. Alright? So that's what you do. You just adapt to that cheesy shit. And that's not any fun. You're just cheesing it out because you cannot fight them that way. All right. So you do that cheesy shit, and since everything is going to be that way, that's all you do is that cheesy shit. Okay. Till you get the gun, and then you just get a whole bunch of bullets, and then you just shoot them all. Okay. But at that point, no matter how fast they run, once you got 10,000 rounds, it's a first-person shooter game. Okay, their run speed don't really matter anymore. Okay, so I realized, okay, that the best way to make it fun and to make it hard without being stupid is to mix up their run speeds. Okay, so what happens is you get complacent. All right, I know during the day all the zombies are walking. I know at night they're all going to be sprinting. I can kind of get away from any of that pretty easily. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So, what gets you is when you're surprised. Alright? So I realized that if I mix my run speeds up, then when I do get one that's a nightmare run speed, he catches me completely off guard. So I go through the game having fun. I don't have to cheese anything. Alright? I can bust down the door and run right into the building, okay, and fight him. But what happens is, then I run into that one that runs at nightmare speed, and he's unexpected. And now I'm caught off guard. I'm like, oh shit! And I'm running for my life. I'm trying to duck and hide. I'm trying to fight him because he's catching me off guard. Alright, that's when it's fun. Okay? It's not fun when you're just cheesing everything. Alright, you're cheesing out, you know what I'm saying? And it just doesn't, it's not that great. Alright? So what I did is I said, okay, the hardest zombie is the feral zombie. Okay? The feral zombie is he's faster by nature. He's stronger. He hits harder. He has more hit points. He enrages quicker. Okay? He's more dangerous. That's why it's called the feral zombie. Okay? And got enough wood to do what I want to do tonight. So I'm only going to knock down a few trees here and there because I'm running out of time. Just really obtrusive trees I'm going to knock down as I run down the street. And I still need some wood, but I got enough pretty sure I got enough to get through the night. But mainly I want to get some roadkill. So if it's a really bad tree, I'm going to get rid of it. So I made those nightmare run speed. Okay? And so when I run into a feral zombie, now not only am I dealing with the fact that he's feral, I'm also dealing with the fact that he is a nightmare run speed. So it just completely catches me off guard. Alright. It's like a mini boss. You know? I mean, you're completely caught off guard, and suddenly there's got this super badass strong fucking zombie that's hauling ass. Alright? And I just completely, because I'm just like, la la la, oh look, it's Ted. And then out of that window jumps the fucking feral nightmare speed running zombie. He's fucking completely enraged, he's super strong and he's super fast. I'm like, holy shit, god damn, I don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? That's when it's fun. Okay, that's when it's hard. When they're all on nightmare speed, it's easy. It's just as easy as this. Because I just changed my tactic to this cheesy shit where I'm just blocking the door and stuff all the time, every time I go in the door. And so it just slows me down and forces me to use this same tactic all the time. Because it's too hard, right? Until I get a gun, in which case, like I say, it don't matter what you're doing when you have a gun with a lot of bullets, alright? So I suggest if you're looking for a good, hard, surprising experience, take and put your feral zombies on nightmare run speed. Give everything else a default, and just make your feral zombies nightmare run speed. And that way, you'll be just kind of strolling along, la la la, and then you'll hit that fucker, and it's like you ran into a mini boss. You totally caught off guard, and now you're fighting for your life, and that's fun. That's like, holy shit. You're just completely caught off guard. Alright, so that's a pass and gas. That's an important POI. That's where you can get repair kits. That helps early on if you haven't got your ability to make them yet. Okay, and it's also where you can get a wrench and a hammer at. Okay. Now with this particular mining strategy, the wrench and a hammer ain't that big of a deal. I can make the hammer, just need to get some forged iron. And you can find wrenches and sinks pretty quickly. We already found one, you know what I mean? So, with this strategy, to pass the gas isn't hugely an important POI, but it's definitely useful. I wouldn't mind going in there and getting a handful of repair kits and maybe a hammer. But working stiff tools would be better, because the pass and gas is mostly the wrench and the repair kits, and occasionally you'll find a hammer. The working stiff tools is you pretty generally come out of there with 4 or 5 hammers and maybe a wrench. You see what I mean? So the working stiff tools is what we would like to find. Now I could run into some POIs and find some workbenches and use that wrench to break the workbenches down. And you can usually get some forged iron from doing that to make a hammer with. But I don't really want to jump into POIs right now. I want to save them for later. That's the point of this strategy. Is to when I do go in those POIs, it's going to be much harder because I'm going to be higher game stage. So I'm going to have higher level zombies to deal with. And so it's going to be harder. And also, my rewards are going to be greater because I'm going to have a higher game stage, and therefore my loot stage is going to be higher. So it's more fun both in fighting and in the loot, you understand? So I don't want to waste my POIs fighting weak-ass nurse zombies to get a whole bunch of blunderbusses and stone shovels. I usually do 3 circles of the town in total before I actually start doing the POIs themselves. The first circle is just kind of explore, see if I can find any farms and grab up all the roadkill. The second circle, and also to knock down some of these trees, these obstructive trees, like that one right there, that blind me, okay? The second circle, I'll knock out a few more of those trees, and I'll loot all the trash, okay? And the third circle, I'll knock out the rest of those trees, and loot all the cars. Break all the cars down with my wrench. Now, the reason I'm doing this, okay? So, understand, I'm breaking the whole town down, not just... I'm not going POI to POI. I'm not going POI to POI, I'm going town to town. So I'm not looking to just go from house to house here. I'm breaking this whole town down at the same time. You know? And, the reason I'm doing it that way, okay, first off is... As I get higher game stage, I start getting stronger and more threatening wandering things around out in the yards here. And by breaking the trees down, I have a much better way to see things, okay? So I don't get surprised, alright? Also, like I'm telling you, even though random number generator RNG will drop any kind of item in any kind of container, it's random and they all have small percentages, okay? Certain containers have a certain type of loot that they tend to drop more often. They have a higher percentage chance to drop that item. So, trash, for instance, tends to drop pills, brass, duct tape, glue, and lockpicks. Okay, and so if I'm looting nothing but trash, then you have to think about your inventory, and your inventory being, you know, too filled, and then you become encumbered and you can't move. You're moving around really slow. There are so many different types of item in the game that you'll fill up every inventory slot you have with all these different types of items, and you'll be encumbered. You'll be constantly running back to base. So if you limit what you're looting to a specific type of thing, trash, then you're going to get mostly the types of things that tend to drop in that type of container. Okay, sure, I'm going to get other things in them too because it's random. Okay, but mostly I'm going to get those things I just told you when I loot trash. Okay, and so I'm not going to fill my inventory up as quickly as I would if I were looting a whole bunch of different types of loot containers. Okay, is this that blueberry farm we did earlier, or is this another one? Yeah, that's the one we did earlier. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm keeping my mobility up, and I'm reducing the amount of times I have to run back and forth to the trader or to my house to dump loot off by sticking to types of loot containers. Sticking to the same types of loot containers. Cars will drop mechanical parts, electrical parts, engines, batteries, gas, oil, springs, short iron pipes. Okay, so if I'm just looting cars, I'm just going to fill my inventory up with those things, and since it's the same things that I'm looting, it's going to be the same stack that just keeps getting larger and larger and larger. Oh, okay. All right. That was pretty good right there. You got really fast and spun around that table like that. Didn't expect that one. Old Jerry got sniped. Well, you got a hit on me, Jerry. Look at this shit. Dodge. Okay. All right. We ain't gonna play that game, Jerry. It's time for the spear, Jerry. Running around like that, running up on me and shit. Alright. Okay, we always have plenty of bandages. We're not worried. We're not scared. We're prepared. Alright. See what I'm saying about the loot, though? Okay, so that also means when I come around the fourth time, I'll have already looted up all the trash. I will already looted up all this roadkill and broke all these trees down, and I will already have looted up all the cars. That means when I go through the POIs, I'm not adding that type of loot to my inventory. See, if I go out to this house right here, I'm not going to be able to carry all the loot. The car has completely different type of loot that are going to stack in their own stacks than what's inside the containers in the house, and that's going to encumber me rapidly. So I'm not going to be able to carry everything out of the house. So by eliminating the car, when I come back to the house later on, 10 inventory slots that the car will fill will already have been done. Like I say, the strategy is slow going at first, but it is taking into consideration the entire scope of the game, not just the first 3 days of the game. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's fixing to be nighttime, so we're gonna have to roll back to the base right quick. Yeah, we're out of time. We need to roll. Not encumbered though, so we should be okay. We're not far away. Almost nighttime. We got a few minutes. When I come back to this house, I'm not going to be looting this cement, this cobblestone. It's not going to be filling up my inventory, you understand? So that, in combination with the pocket mods and stuff that we're going to make, is what's going to keep us from constantly having to run back and forth to drop loot off. Okay. Ooh, Johnson, you better hurry. Oh shit. Let's eat this grub. Drink this drink. Get rid of these seeds. Alright. Ron! Oh shit, we're too far away. Shouldn't have got that stone. I should have just went. Alright, keep our stamina up. It's nighttime. We're close to base. Another reason I leave the land claim block radius up for the first week, just to help me locate the base, because it's this big green light in the sky. See it over there behind the wall, behind that waterworks building. See it coming out? Kind of helps me find the base until I memorize the town area I'm in. Also lets me see its location when it gets dark. Alright, so now this tree right here is a problem. See, completely obstructs your view. Can he make it? And we forgot to get our nitrate. We don't need that much, maybe 100. See, now that we've got all his points on mining, see, we're getting 3 to 4 per hit on this nitrate, so we're mining up what we need much quicker. And this will play out through the whole game now, you understand? Like I said, this is a very, very long game, so just be patient. Just be patient. My video is going to run out in like 30 seconds. Then we'll start the next video and we'll work on the base tonight. We got a good bit of resources. So we're going to do some building and we're going to do some leveling now. Building means leveling. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. And we'll move on to the next part. And that's to be cooking all night long.